Hey, what's up, guys? It's Justin Roland,
Home button. Page 1 of 3.
I'm back again with a new video. And in today's video, I want to talk to you guys and also demonstrate to you guys, why I think Samsung offers the best Android experience for anybody with a disability. Now, now I'm not saying, just for blind and visually impaired people. Samsung offers, you know, they offer something for everyone, and I think that's great. And sorry about that, guys. If you hear all that noise, that's a lawnmower outside. But um, so what I'm gonna do today is I am going to walk you guys through the accessibility settings. I don't know if I'm gonna go through all of them because my phone's probably almost dead, but I want to go through a good portion of them and just show you guys how helpful Samsung phones can be to different types of people. So, to get started, I'm gonna go into my settings real quick.
Back button.
Whoops. Alright. There's a notification shade.
Open settings button.
My settings. And
Voice search button.
I'm gonna scroll
Double tap to activate. Samsung account profile. Connect sound notifications. Advanced device maintenance. Apps. Default. Wallpapers and theme. Lock screen and security. Accounts. Backup. Google. Accessibility. Vision. Hearing. Dexterity and interaction. Double tap to activate.
It says the categories: vision, hearing, and dexterity and interaction. Now, I did slow my speech down because I wanted you guys to be able to understand everything that that TalkBack is reading out right now, which we will go over in a little bit. So right now I'm in accessibility.
Accessibility. Search button. Categories. Vision. Double tap to activate.
The first category I want to go into is vision. Now, for vision we have
Vision. Voice assistant off in list. 15 items.
Assistant,
Double tap to activate.
and there are 15 items here in vision. So we got voice assistant,
Voice assistant help disabled.
voice assistant help,
Dark screen. Keep the screen turned off at all times for privacy. Double press the power key to turn this function on or off. On switch.
dark screen.
Double tap to activate.
I'm gonna demonstrate this real quick. So if I press the power button twice,
Dark screen on.
as you can see, my screen goes black. Press it again,
Dark screen off.
it's off. So anyway, let's keep on going.
Rapid key input. Use the Samsung keyboard and the keypad by tapping keys once. On switch. Double tap to activate.
A rapid key input. This is like touch typing on iOS, where you slide your finger or your thumb along the keyboard and whatever character you lift it up on the character that you want to input into an edit box.
Voice label. Write voice recordings to NFC tags to provide you with information. Double tap to activate.
Voice labels, that could be useful. I really don't use it too much. Actually, I don't use it at all, to be honest. I think it'd be nice to use it, but I really don't have any NFC tags right now, but
Font and screen zoom. Change the font size, font style, and screen zoom. Double tap to activate.
screen zoom. Which again, for me, not beneficial at all.
High contrast fonts. Adjust the color and outline of fonts to make them stand out. Off switch.
High contrast.
Double tap to activate.
Maybe. I mean, I do use high contrast settings on my computer to make it easier on my eyes. It doesn't help me read or anything, but it's just easier for me to look at.
High contrast keyboard. Adjust the size of the Samsung keyboard and change its color to make the key stand out from the background. Double tap to activate.
Now, I really won't use that because I don't really like how that looks. But
Off switch. Show button shapes. Show buttons with outlines to make them stand out. Off switch. Disabled.
again, not something else I would use, and apparently it's disabled. So I guess with TalkBack on, I can't use it. I don't know, but
Magnifier window. Magnify content shown on the screen.
not
Double tap to activate. Off switch. Double tap to magnification. Off.
Not,
Double tap to activate.
Another thing, something else I wouldn't use.
Large mouse touchpad pointer. Off switch.
And another thing I would
Double
use.
negative colors. Off switch. Double tap to activate. Color adjustment. Adjust the screen color if you find it difficult to see some colors. Double tap to activate.
I mean, but these options are helpful for a lot of people, though. Negative colors, adjust color options. Those are that's the low vision portion of the vision settings and accessibility.
Color lens. Adjust the screen colors if you have difficulty reading text. Double tap to activate.
That could be useful. Again, I don't know what that really looks like, but
AZ screen recorder. Out of list.
so now we're gonna go to the top. Hang on a second. Well, I can't. Hang on.
Navigate up. Vision. High contrast fonts. Adjust the color and outline of fonts. Color lens. Adjust the screen color. Color. Negative.
Okay, I'm gonna scroll.
Voice label. Rapid. Dark. Voice assistant help. Voice assistant help. Voice assistant off.
Okay.
Double tap to activate.
So here we are. Here we are at voice assistant. I'm gonna demonstrate. This is. I will let Talkback read the description of voice assistant to you guys.
Voice assistant. Settings button off switch. When voice assistant is on, your phone provides spoken feedback to help blind and low vision users. For example, it describes what you touch, select, and activate. If you turn voice assistant on by mistake, tap the switch until an outline appears around it, then double tap it to turn it off. Perform the same action for the OK button in the confirmation that appears.
So this is Samsung's version of Talkback. Now, this is good for the people who are coming from iOS over to Android and who want to try a Galaxy. So I'm gonna turn this on and do a few demonstrations with it.
Off switch. Allows voice assistant to know when you are using an retrieve window content. Inspect the turn on explore by touch. Touch to observe. This includes cancel OK button.
I'm gonna press OK.
Double tap to active. Voice assistant.
And now it's on. So a few gestures I want to show you. Now there is the magic tap button, which I think that's what they call it for voiceover. Well, the magic tap. I think that's what they call it. Where you double tap with two fingers to resume and pause audio. But I don't really have any. I currently don't have any audio in the background. I don't really want to go on YouTube because I currently have a video pause in the background, and I don't want to play it because I don't want to get any flags or anything. But I will show you one cool feature of Voice Assistant that could be useful. It's a... Oh, God. Air freshener got me again, right in the wrist. On my watch, almost. Anyway. I wanted... If you do a two-finger triple tap on the screen, Voice Assistant will give you a brief summary of the status bar. So, and you can also customize this too, which I will show off after I give a brief summary. So here we go. I'm gonna triple tap with two fingers.
Comm assistant menu. Interaction control. Cancel button. Comm assistant menu. Cancel. OK button.
Oh, I forgot to turn.
Double tap to activate.
Okay. Oh,
Talkback off.
Okay.
Voice assistant on.
Okay, here we go. Wow, I forgot to press OK. All right, now I'm gonna do the three-finger triple tap.
6:45 p.m. 29% battery. Wi-Fi.
Oh, jeez. Oh, this recording's not gonna go as long as I had hoped, but anyway, maybe I'll do a part 2 to this. I'm not sure yet. I don't really know. We'll see how far we can get. But let's go to
Navigate up button. Voice assistant settings button.
Let's go to settings.
Showing items 1 to 10 of 20.
There are 21. I probably shouldn't have sounded that, but there are 21 different settings you can change here. So I'm going to go through some of them, or maybe all of them. I'm not going to change anything, but I'm just going to let you guys hear what each individual setting does. Maybe I'll go into the status bar option and show you guys what you can customize. So
Navigate up button. Voice assistant settings. Speech volume. Match media volume. Text to speech.
Okay, so we got
speech volume. Match media volume.
Speech volume, match media volume. So that's your, obviously it is what it says. Your speech volume will match the media volume that you have your phone set at.
Text to speech.
Text to speech. I'm sure you guys know what that is. You can change your TTS engine.
Pitch changes. Set voice feedback to use a different pitch when you're entering text with the keyboard. On switch.
Pitch changes. That's also in Talkback, which I will demonstrate a little bit of Talkback. A lot of it's similar to Voice Assistant, so I don't know if I'll demonstrate Talkback actually, because I was using Talkback before, so I'm sure you guys know what Talkback is, but
read keyboard input aloud. Always.
I have that on always. I'm probably gonna keep it there, even though I really don't use Voice Assistant pretty much at all. But
speak while screen off. Read notifications aloud while the screen is off. Off switch.
Yeah, that's off because that's annoying, and I'm sure VoiceOver users would agree as well. It's annoying when you get a notification that it'll just, like, as soon as the notification shows up on your lock screen, VoiceOver will start reading it. That's pretty annoying. And Talkback and Voice Assistant will do the same thing, except if the screen's off or if it comes on, depending on the notification you have.
Mute with proximity sensor. Mute voice feedback when the proximity sensor is covered. On switch.
So that's how I was muting it before. Where you put I was putting my hand in front of the proximity sensor, and it was muting, and the speech was muted.
Shake for continuous reading. Off.
Also, another setting in TalkBack. I really wouldn't use that because I don't really like shaking my phone. I think that's kind of weird, I guess you would say, but...
Read caller ID aloud. On switch.
Read caller ID aloud. Now, this feature was removed in TalkBack because of inconsistencies with different devices and their dialers. Now this is useful. I mean, although it's not hard with TalkBack to swipe through the call screen to see who's calling, but you know, it's nice if your hands are full and you want to know who's calling you right away. It's pretty nice to have that.
Phonetic alphabet. When reading letters aloud, use the corresponding word from the phonetic alphabet instead of the letter name. Off switch.
Phonetic alphabet. So that's similar to what VoiceOver does too. Like it would say A, Alpha, B, Bravo. You can turn that on or off if you want to.
Usage hands. Read usage hands aloud after a brief delay when you swipe to focus on an item. Off switch.
Usage hints. That's where it'll tell you like double tap to activate, double tap and hold long press. It's kind of like hints. That's pretty much hints in VoiceOver as well.
Vibration feedback. On switch.
Vibration feedback. TalkBack also has this, but Voice Assistant's vibration is a little more light. Like, I'm sure you guys could hear the difference before when I was when I initially started the recording with TalkBack turned on. But what else do we got here?
Sound feedback. Off switch.
Sound feedback. Now I'm going to turn this on real quick because I want you guys to hear these sounds. They're pretty annoying, but...
On. Focus on speech audio. Reduce the volume of other audio while Voice Assistant reads aloud. Off switch. Sound feedback. On switch.
As you can hear, they're the old TalkBack sounds, except not as loud. But I'm still going to turn it off.
Off.
But here is...
Focus on speech audio. Reduce the volume of other audio while Voice Assistant reads aloud. Off switch.
Which is pretty much audio ducking.
Sound feedback volume. 50% of media volume. Disabled.
Okay, and as you can see, I can't change that because I have sound feedback off.
Large cursor. Off switch.
Large cursor. This is more for low vision users. I think some of these settings come up here for low vision.
Cursor color. Blue.
So you can change your cursor color. I don't really do that because I can't see the cursor anyway.
Quick menu. Select functions and settings to be shown when you swipe left or right with 3 fingers.
Now, quick menu. I'll go over that in a second here, but that's basically swipe 3 fingers up, down, left, and right to change between. Like up and down changes between granularities, and swiping left and right will change between different voice assistant settings on the fly, like a select few of settings.
Manage custom labels.
Manage custom labels. I don't like the voice assistant's labeling system. I think it's crap. TalkBack does a much better job with managing labels. So.
Keyboard shortcuts.
Keyboard shortcuts. I would go in here, but again, I don't want to make this video too long because my phone is probably about to die, and I know I should have probably charged my phone up before I did this, but whatever.
Status bar information. Select indicators from the status bar to be read aloud when you triple tap with 2 fingers.
Okay, here's status bar information. So I want to show you guys this.
Showing items 1 to 5 to 5.
And we have 5 options here. So let's see what we got.
Navigate up button. Status bar information. Time. On switch.
So time is turned on. Now I do believe I have all these turned on. I'm just gonna double check, but
Date. Off switch.
Okay, no, date's off. Okay.
Battery power. On switch.
Battery power is on, as you heard earlier.
Signal strength. On switch.
Signal strength is on.
Bluetooth. Off switch.
Bluetooth is off, so that would tell you if your Bluetooth is connected or not.
AZ screen recorder.
And that's AZ screen recorder. That's my recorder. So let's go back.
Back button.
Now let's see what else do we got here.
Status bar information. Select developer options.
And developer options. We're not going to go into that because we don't really care about that. So I'm going to go home real quick.
Home button.
And I want to show you guys the quick menu. So first I'm going to I'm gonna swipe left and right um to switch between different voice assistant settings. So we got
Speech volume 100%.
speech volume. So if I swipe down,
90%.
that changes it to 90.
100%.
And we got
Speech rate 46%.
speech rate. So
50%. 55%. 50%. 45%. 40%. 45%.
and it goes by increments of 5. Then we got
Punctuation off.
punctuation off. So if I swipe up,
On.
it's on. Swipe back down,
Off. Dark screen off.
dark screen. Swipe up,
On. Dark screen on.
that's on. Same thing as double tapping the power button.
Off. Dark screen off. Large cursor off.
Large cursor.
On. Home button.
Don't know what that looks like.
Off. Home button. Cursor color blue.
Blue. I'm not gonna. You know what? Let's just see.
Gray. Home button. Red. Home button. Orange. Home button. Yellow. Home button. Green. Home button. Blue. Home button.
Okay, so those are all your colors you can change the cursor to.
Notification off.
Notification. So this is the notification shade. So if I swipe up,
On. Notification shade.
my notification shade will pop up.
Home button. Samsung Experience Home. Sound feedback off.
Sound feedback. Swipe up.
On. Recents button.
On.
Off.
Off.
Vibration feedback on.
Vibration. You guys, if I swipe up, it'll turn it off.
Rapid key input on.
Rapid key input. So like if you're typing and you immediately want to turn rapid key input on, which is what I showed you guys earlier, you just swipe up and you'll have it on right on the fly.
Focus on speech audio off.
So that you can turn audio ducking off or on from here as well.
Speech volume 100%.
And now we're back to speech volume. Now I'm going to swipe up and down. Now I'm going to swipe down with 3 fingers to navigate by granularity.
Characters.
Characters.
Words.
Then we got words,
Lines.
lines,
Paragraphs.
paragraphs,
Characters.
and we wrap back to the top. So, the next thing I want to show you is a little bit. I want to show you. I'm going to go back into accessibility.
Recent spot. Text to speech. Text to speech.
Wait, why?
Close phone button. Open phone info. Phone. Open close text to speech. Open text to close text to speech. Close all button.
Hang on a second. Let me
All apps closed. Notification shade.
go back in here. For some reason, open text to speech. I don't know why, but
Airplane mode. Open settings button.
oh yeah, I think I know why. Because
Samsung Experience Home. Showing items 1 to 11 of 6. Facebook notification. Black.
when I switched the
Edit box. Search. Double tap to edit.
when I decreased the speech rate, but we're gonna go back into accessibility.
Voice search button. App. Wallpapers. Locks. Google. Accessibility. Vision.
All right,
Showing items 1 to 12. Access. Search button. Categories. Vision.
let's go to
Hearing.
hearing. Let's see what we got in here.
Showing items 1 to 8 of 8.
And looks we have 8 options in here. So
Navigate up button. Hearing.
now I really don't know a lot of these do because I've never really went in here too much, but
Sound detectors. Receive alerts when the phone detects a baby crying out of the doorbell.
okay, I've seen that before. So that I believe that was introduced in the Galaxy S5, which that's essentially a baby monitor built into your phone. So that could be pretty cool for anybody out there who has children and wants to use that feature.
Flash notification. Flash the camera light on the screen.
That's also on iOS too, where you can have the camera light flash and the screen when you get a notification.
Mute all sounds. Turn off all sounds on your phone, including calls, alerts, and media. Off switch.
Now, obviously, I'm not going to turn that on because if I do that, I'm not going to have no accessibility. So, but, if you are completely deaf and you can't hear at all, I mean, this would be useful because then, you want to worry about, anything. You could just have your media off and just use your phone like you would except with no sound. But
Hearing aids. Improve the sound quality of your phone for users with hearing aids. Off switch.
okay, that's pretty self-explanatory.
Samsung subtitles. CC.
Samsung subtitles. So if you're watching something, and if you're watching something on whatever app is supported, you'll get subtitles across this, going across the screen.
Off switch. Google subtitles. CC.
And so you got Samsung subtitles and you got Google subtitles.
Off switch. Left and right sound balance. Adjust the left and right sound balance for headphones. Disabled.
Not something I play with either, but
Left right slider. 50%. Disabled. Mono audio. Switch audio from stereo to mono for listening with one ear. Off switch.
mono audio. If you want that on, I guess have that on, but Again, I don't use that at all.
AZ screen recorder.
And that's it for hearing.
Back button.
So
Accessibility.
let's go to
Categories. Vision. More settings. Dexterity and interaction.
let's go to dexterity interaction. So
Showing items 1 to 6 of 6.
now we got 6 options in here.
Navigate up button. Dexterity and interaction. Universal switch. Control your phone with custom switches.
Universal switch. So if you have a button or a switch, you can just flip it, flick it or press it, and allow your phone to perform certain actions with a switch.
Assistant menu. Turn on functions to improve accessibility for users with reduced dexterity.
I believe that's assistant menu. I think that's like assistive touch on iOS. I think it essentially does the same thing. Never tried it, but I believe that's what it is.
Off switch. Easy screen turn on. Turn on the screen without having to press hard keys. Off switch.
So I'm assuming all you have to do to activate that is just wave your hand over the proximity sensor, I believe.
Touch and hold delay. Long. 1.5 seconds.
And I just leave that alone.
Click after pointer stops. Off.
Again, not something for me, but pretty useful for those who have issues with dexterity.
Off switch. Interaction control. Block touch interaction for a selected area of the screen. Hard keys and a keyboard.
Interaction control. So this can be used for a lot of different things. I mean, you could use this to keep somebody locked in one app as well. This doesn't have to be just for anybody who has issues with dexterity or using their hands. You can use this to make sure that whoever you give your phone to doesn't exit a specific app unless they know the key combination to turn this feature off.
Off switch. AZ screen recorder.
And that's it for that.
Back button. Accessibility. Home button.
So
Vision. Here. Text. More settings.
we got more settings.
Text to speech. Text to speech.
Text to speech. I'm not gonna go in there because that's just change your text to speech settings.
Direction lock. Unlock the screen by swiping in a series of directions.
Sorry. Direction lock. That's basically it's kind of like a dot pattern, except you don't have to connect any dots. It's I've used it before and it was pretty neat. I use a password though right now, but
Direct access. Add shortcuts to specific settings and functions.
okay, direct access. Let's go into here real quick.
Showing items 1 to 10 of 10.
And we have 10 options in this. So mine's on.
Navigate up button. Direct access. On switch. Open your accessibility settings by quickly pressing the power key and the volume up key together.
Okay. So I'll show you what that looks like quick. So if I do this, I have 2 options on right now. So if I do it, as you can see, we got
Voice assistant on. Ringtone volume. Talk back off. Volume controls hidden. Direct access. Voice assistant on.
and voice assistant. So I'm gonna close this,
Back button.
and I'm just gonna show you what options you can turn on with this.
On switch. Open your accessibility settings. Accessibility off switch.
So you can if you press volume up and power, you can have it take you right to accessibility.
Talk back on switch.
Talk back, which is on.
Voice assistant on switch.
Voice assistant on.
Universal switch off switch.
Universal switch.
Magnifier window off switch.
Magnifier window.
Negative colors off switch.
Negative colors.
Color adjustment off switch.
Color adjustment.
Interaction control. Turn on interaction control in dexterity and interaction to use it in direct access. Off switch. Disabled.
Interaction control. Obviously, it's disabled because I don't have it on.
AZ screen recorder.
And that's it.
Back button. Access.
So let's see what else we have here.
Vision. Here. Text. More settings. Text to speech. Direct access. Add shortcut. Accessibility shortcut. Talk back.
Accessibility shortcut. So this is changed in Oreo. So if I go into here,
Showing items 1 to 3 of 3.
we have 3 options.
Navigate up button. Accessibility shortcut. On switch.
It's on.
When accessibility shortcut is on, press and hold both volume keys for 3 seconds to start the service you've selected.
Okay, and I want to show you the services you can select through here.
Shortcut service. Talk back.
So I'm going to go into here. I'm not going to change it, but I just want to show
Showing
you.
items 1 to 10 of 10.
And we have 10 accessibility services. Now I'm not gonna turn any of them on because I want to keep talkback on, because that's what I turn on and off most. So
Navigate up button. Shortcuts. Radio button. Not selected. Switch access. Control device with switches.
you have switch access,
Radio button. Not selected. Security and privacy.
security and privacy, which is a Verizon antivirus app.
Radio button. Not selected. Samsung universal switch.
Samsung universal switch.
Radio button. Not selected. Select to speak. Here selected text.
Select to speak is a talkback feature that allows you to drag like a little. How do I describe it? It's like a little float. I don't know if it's floating or what, but you drag this little icon over text, and it'll read it, and the phone will read it out loud to you.
Radio button, not selected. Show me how. Show me how helps you learn how to use your phone.
Show me how. Yeah, I don't shows you how to use your phone, but I don't know. I don't know.
Radio button, not selected. Bixby remapper, less delay.
Bixby remapper. I did a video on that about 2 weeks ago. Allows you to remap the Bixby key on the below the volume down key.
Radio button, selected. Talk back. Speak items on screen.
And talk back.
Radio button, not selected. My Verizon guided navigation.
My Verizon navigation, that's Verizon's own GPS, which is pretty shitty, so I wouldn't recommend it. I would stick with Google Maps, but...
Radio button, not selected. Voice assistant.
Voice assistant, which is on right now.
Radio button, not selected. Bixby remapper, more stable.
And now we got Bixby remapper more stable. So the more delay, the less delay version was just... it would just launch the service for that you remapped your Bixby key faster. But this is stable, so there'd be a little delay. So
AZ screen recorder.
And that's it.
Back button. Back button. Accessibility.
So
vision. Here, text direction lock. Unlock direct access. Accessibility short notification reminder off.
Notification reminder. So I think that'll remind you if you get basically it'll just remind you if you have a notification that you haven't checked yet.
Answering and ending calls.
Answering and ending calls. So we're gonna go into here real quick.
Showing items 1 to 5 to 5.
We have 5 options here.
Navigate up button. Answering and ending call. Answer calls. Press volume up key. Answer calls. Header.
So
press volume up key to answer calls. On switch.
Press volume up to answer calls.
Automatic answering. Automatically answer incoming calls after 2 seconds while the headset or Bluetooth device is connected. Off switch.
I have that off. I don't think I really like that feature, but could be useful. Could be useful if you have Bluetooth connected and you're driving and you want it to answer right away.
End calls. Header.
And we have end calls.
Press power key to end calls. Off switch. AZ screen recorder.
And that's it for that portion.
Back button. Accessibility.
So
accessibility shortcut. Talkback. Notification answering and ending calls. Single tap mode. Use a single tap instead of a swipe to respond to alarms, alerts, and incoming calls. Off switch. Showing items 2 to 12 to 23.
So single tap mode. Like I said, you have to memorize where to tap it in order to snooze alarms or anything or something like that.
Accessibility settings backup. Import and export your accessibility settings or share them with other devices.
Now this is cool because anybody else with I think it only works with Samsung, I'm not sure, but you can share and back up your accessibility settings, and so you can basically if people want to know what accessibility settings to use, you could share your recommended settings with them that you have turned on, so they can get the same experience as you.
Services.
So now we got services.
Security and privacy on.
Security and privacy, we just went over that.
Talkback off.
Talkback is off, which is my primary screen reader.
Select to speak off.
Select to speak. Don't use that because I can't see it. Obviously, can't see enough to use it.
Switch access off.
Switch access is off.
My Verizon guided navigation off.
Should have disabled that. It's off.
Bixby remapper more stable off.
That Bixby remapper more stable is off. I ended up turning it off because it didn't work that well, but
Bixby remapper less delay off.
Plus I really like Bixby as well, so there probably will be a Bixby series coming up soon. I know I said that in my Bixby and my how to remap the Bixby key video, but it will be coming up soon.
Show me how off. Showing items 13 to 22 and 23. Looking for something else.
And looking for something else. And that's the end of accessibility. So
home button.
Anyway, guys, this was just a video. I don't know how long it was, but this is just a video on why I believe Samsung offers best experience for the blind, because like you got multiple screen readers, you have two screen readers, I should say. And you combine the accessibility in the Android framework with what Samsung has added, and you get a pretty accessible experience for everybody. So before I go, guys, I just want to say that tonight I may be going live again. I'm not exactly sure yet, but I may go live again, and if I do, it'll be around between 10:40 and 10:45 Eastern time. So, if you guys see notification on your phones or whatever device you watch me on around that time, if you want to come out and chat with me for a while, maybe I'll play some games. Maybe I'll play a little RS games on my computer and talk to you guys and just have a night, sit back on Saturday night and just chill out. So, anyway, guys, I gotta charge my phone. I gotta upload this video, charge my phone, and I will talk to you guys later on tonight. This is Justin Ruland, and I'm out. Peace.